Salutations, crustaceans! I'm Lobster, and today we're going to be having a look at the Harley Benton MV-4P. This is part of the new MV-4 second generation lineup, which features a few new models, including a 5-string PJ and the straight-up P-Bass as opposed to only the PJ. Coming in at $215 plus shipping from Thomann, these basses are a bit more expensive than the outgoing first generation model. And they're also lacking some of the features which made the first generation MV-4 so special. Gone are the Goto tuners, the brass saddle bridge, as well as the Roswell pickup, and they've been replaced by in-house Harley Benton tuners, in-house pickups, and in my opinion, maybe a slightly lower tier bridge. But today we're going to have a look at this MV-4 and see if it'll be worth that extra price bump. There are some features carried over from the original MV-4 lineup, including the alder body, a roasted maple neck, which is listed as sycamore, a type of maple, I guess. You learn something new every day. And an amaranth fingerboard that is bound and with block inlays. We also have the paint-matched headstock, which was featured on the first generation as well. This example of the MV-4P is finished in the Daphne Blue, which in my opinion is a great looking color, especially paired with this off-white vintage cream style pickguard. This bass also features 20 frets, a 12-inch radius, a truss rod wheel here at the bottom of the neck, and a 38mm nut width with a white graphite nut. And then, as I mentioned, up at the headstock we have 4 in-house Harley Benton tuners replacing the Goto GB7s, and a paint-matched headstock with a string tree holding the E string, the A string, and the G string. Now let's turn on our little turntable. Boo! Around back we can see a standard Fender-style 4-screw neck attachment with a Harley Benton branded neck plate, which is a pretty nice look, and regular contouring because this is just a standard style P-bass body. We can also see the back of this roasted maple neck with an amaranth skunk stripe. And just like some of the other MV-4 series, I don't see any indication of where this bass is produced, but I'm assuming it's either Indonesia or China. Now, how much does our MV-4P weigh? This particular example comes in at 8.5 pounds, which is pretty lightweight given that the last generations were known to be boat anchors. Multiple versions of the ones that I ordered came in close to 11 pounds, so seeing this one come in at 8.5 is pretty nice. And let's see how this bass balances. In the lap, we have quite a bit of neck dive, as it is a pretty heavy neck and a light alder body here. However, once we put on a strap, I think the strap tension would take care of it. I have my strap a little bit looser right now, so it's still gonna dive. But when I stand up, it really doesn't dive at all. I don't find myself fighting the neck, and it plays pretty nice. Now, let's plug into my Ampeg Rocket combo and hear how this bass sounds. Yeah, so this is our Harley Benton MV-4P. Our pickup here is a bit on the bright side, and it seems like when we're not touching the strings, we get a little bit of buzzing. So that is our Harley Benton MV-4P. This Harley Benton pickup here isn't really as nice sounding as that Roswell pickup that came before it. However, pickups are pretty easy to swap. We have a passive volume and tone control, no batteries are required, and let's take the tone down all the way now. So tone all the way down, you can definitely get a more mellow tone here. And with some palm muting, let's take the tone up to about 50% now. Great sounding bass overall. Again, a bit on the brighter side versus that outgoing pickup, but it's nice sounding. Now, let's keep the tone at 50% so it doesn't get too bright, and slappy time. Great slap tone overall. Again, tone at 50%. Once you open it up all the way, it gets a little bit too bright. Ow. Now, normally I do some pick playing. I don't know where my pick is, and I'm kind of on a roll here. So let's go ahead and unplug this bass from my Ampeg and plug it into our Trickfish right here. Our Trickfish Mini Bullhead 500 and a couple of 12-inch cabs. And finally, let's just turn on our microcosm and a little reverb and have some fun. So here are my final thoughts on our Harley Benton MV-4P. Overall, I think that this is a nice entry-level P-bass, and I would take it over a Squier Classic Vibe, which has the finished, like the glossy finished neck. I don't like how that feels on the Squiers, and their neck stability has been hit or miss for me. Where the Harley Bentons that I've tried, especially the MV4 models with the roasted maple necks, have been pretty stable for me overall, with only needing minimal adjustment. I'm happy that they addressed the weight of these bases. I'm happy that they've brought them back, though I am bummed out that they don't have the lighter weight Goto tuners anymore, which made these things balance perfectly. However, tuner upgrades are pretty easy. I don't think it's worth it here, as on a strap it is pretty well balanced, and it is already 8.5 pounds, so I really wouldn't dump the money in any sort of hardware mods. However, for a pickup, I think that would be a nice upgrade. We do have a little mod project planned with this base, and on top of that, if you wanted something like an EMG Geezer Butler pickup, that would replace the pots, the pickup, and doesn't require any soldering. But those are my thoughts on the Harley Benton MV-4P. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and until we groove again.